That one.
So Aaron Rodgers, enormous respect for Mike Tannenbaum, knows no bounds. And we have used that for our benefit to put together a new feature called Mike T is the Man to answer the following question. Let's start right there in Pittsburgh. Mike T is the man to tell us whether or not Aaron and Pittsburgh bounce back this weekend against the Patriots.
No, and this is getting personal, Aaron. You are last in the league in average yards per attempt, and you're going against a sneaky Patriot defense, Greeny, that leads the league in sacks, led by Harold Landry. So Aaron Rodgers, to me, just hasn't looked comfortable yet. I know it's early, but he looks 41, and he can't get the ball down the field yet.
So here's the way I view this. Here's the number. He is the fewest air yards per attempt of anyone in the league. Is on pace to be the lowest of his career. Here's what I see, Bart. You tell me what you see. Week 1 against the Jets, they needed him to bail them out, and he did. He threw 4 touchdowns. Last weekend, we thought to ourselves, this is a season in which Aaron is going to have to just play above average quarterback, and the rest of the team will lift him. Well, the rest of the team is sinking. The defense is terrible. They can't stop the run. They can't run the ball. I think to ask Aaron Rodgers to be the MVP of the league, which is what he would need to be if they play like this, is unreasonable. So do you think he and they bounce back?
I think they do. I mean, I think we have to give a lot of credit to Seattle. I think a lot of people, because they're on the West Coast, we have that East Coast bias. We don't realize just how special what Seattle has been building out there for the last couple of years.
On their defense.
On their different side of the ball. I think we'll have a greater appreciation for them at the end of the season. Like, listen, Aaron Rodgers is going to figure it out, and they're still trying to mesh this philosophy between Arthur Smith's way of going about offense and Aaron Rodgers, and that takes time. Why do we give everybody else grace? I just think Mike T hates Aaron Rodgers. Why is it so personal?
We'll hash that part of it out later. But the Steeler defense, like, who are they and what have they done with the Pittsburgh Steelers as we have known them since the 1970s?
Well, you said who are they? They're a defense that have not shown up in 2025 yet. Right. And check this tape out. This very first drive for the Seattle Seahawks. You know with Clint Kubiak, you're going to get the run game, you're going to get play action, you're going to get naked bootlegs. Here's a wide-open crosser. Somebody has to take him, but nobody takes him. Give me a second, Bart. I'm doing a tape. Now you have a post route by Jackson Smith-Njigba. This is late in the fourth quarter against Jalen Ramsey, a guy that they traded for, right? Big play. Now, this third play really bothers me. This is 3rd and goal from the 19-yard line. They're going to run a little toss sweep to the running back right here. Kenneth Walker III. Nobody touches him, and he walks into the end zone untouched. Listen, I promise you, I've never seen a defense by the Pittsburgh Steelers look this atrocious.
What do we say about the Steelers right now, Peter?
Well, we talk about how the Chiefs are going to get reinforcements and the Bills are without Ed Oliver. And, oh, my gosh, look what the Dolphins are going to get back on the defensive back. Steelers guys are there. So, like, if you're looking for them to be some savior and say, okay, well, they're going to snap their fingers and all of a sudden Cam Hayward's going to be doing things that he's been doing and you're going to see Darius Slay and Jalen Ramsey do things, I think there's real concern about that defense, and suddenly you have to become this team that puts up 30 points every game. That's not Steelers football.
That's right. So we can put the picks up on the screen. Go ahead.
Greeny, 4 stars over 30. Typically, that doesn't portend well. That means you're usually going to get more injured, not improved.
The only point I would make quickly, because we made it in the meeting, I think it's a good one. This early in the season, pardon me, statistics are dramatically skewed by one game. Right. So if by the end of this year we might be saying Seattle has the best defense in the sport, I don't think that's far-fetched. Maybe this Rodgers game will sort of work itself out in the wash. I still think he's going to play better. Okay, Mike T is the man. Let's go to Rodgers' successor in Green Bay. Mike T is the man to tell us whether or not Jordan Love is the best quarterback in the NFC.
Absolutely he is, Greeny. He's leading the conference. Actually, he's leading the whole league in yards per attempt, and that's without Christian Watson. So, as Peter just mentioned, is the team getting better or worse? Christian Watson's going to come back. Jayden Reed is hurt, but they have a multitude of weapons, including Tucker Kraft, Romeo Doubs, all these other players, Greeny. They can run the ball with Josh Jacobs. This is the best offense and the best quarterback.
Yeah, the defense is what's going to carry them this season. I really, truly believe that. Jordan Love doesn't have to be Superman, doesn't have to do all these incredible things. I would argue, though, you're looking at the entire conference, I still believe Jared Goff can throw the rock. I still believe Jalen Hurts brings something. You got Matthew Stafford, and oh yeah, Jaden Daniels will be healthy. I don't know if I put Jordan Love as number 1 in that conversation.
It's not even close. Like, he's able to be reckless like that because he has the defense behind him. Yeah, he throws up a lot of long balls, right? And but he's not playing at a high level. He misses way too many throws for us to crown him as the number 1 quarterback in the NFC or even in the
I didn't even mention Baker, who's been playing better than Jordan Love.
That was my
Baker's
next
been-
pick.
Baker's
Baker
been
Mayfield,
balling.
the way he's played, leading his team to 2 touchdown drives week 1 and also
With
week
no
2.
offensive line.
Do not exclude Baker Mayfield from this conversation.
Okay, I want to get to the last one. I wanted to save time for this one. This is my favorite of them all. Because, Mike T., you loved Justin Herbert coming out in the draft so much that I referred to him at times as your adoptive son. So the final piece of this one is, Mike T. is the man to tell us if the Chargers are the best team in the AFC.
They are, Greeny. Right now, they absolutely are. They've allowed the fewest points in the NFL on defense. Daiyan Henley's becoming a star. But on this side of the ball, Greeny, look how productive and athletic Justin Herbert is running the ball, and he's throwing the ball. Greg Roman has totally changed this offense. He's playing at an MVP level. I know it's only through 2 games, but when you have a young athletic quarterback and the defense that allowed the fewest points, you're talking about a very complete team, Bart.
They legit?
Yeah, they're legit, but we got to stop with this flavor of the month stuff, right? It's only been 2 games. You know what I mean? I think it's disrespectful to the Buffalo Bills and it's disrespectful to the Baltimore Ravens, who is not new to this. They're true to this. And they have quarterbacks on the other side that you can argue. You don't even have to argue is better than Justin Herbert, as good as he's played. I think, Greg Roman has taken the governor off, and the addition of Keenan Allen now really allows them to be able to throw the ball as well. Last year it was just a run-based offense. This year it's a full, complete offense.
I was on the sidelines for Monday night's game. A lot of people were asleep because it was late and it was on the East Coast. It's 1 a.m. What they have on defense, up front, they have 3 different 300-pounders.
Yes.
And you cannot run on them. They are just clogs. And then their linebacker core is sideline to sideline. They've got a really good defensive backfield. Jesse Minter and Navarro Bowman, who is the linebackers coach, have these guys dialed in that it gives them the ability to maybe Greg Roman could be a little different on offense. They do not give up points. They are legit, guys.
Quickly, can I put the picks on the screen? This is a huge game. If the Chargers win this game, they will not only be 3-0, but they will have won 3 division games to start their season, which would put them way out in front. You see the picks are split. Go ahead, Harry, on the Chargers.
So the Chargers, I would say, when you look at Greg Roman, we see him in a light that we did not see him when he had Lamar Jackson, nor when he had Alex Smith or Colin Kaepernick. And I think it's because Justin Herbert and the confidence that he has in him as well. What Justin Herbert is doing a great job of is being decisive. Hey, if it's not there, I'm going to tuck the football and run. 3rd and 14 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. You got to close them out. Boom. Monday Night Football, you have to utilize your legs, does it as well. But that defense, all 3 levels, they have playmakers. And Derwin James in the back end, I think that he is a straight-up monster.
When Harbaugh got hired with the Chargers, I said, give him 3 years, and he will have that team in the Super Bowl.
Bart, why
Maybe
are you
he's a
squinting?
year ahead. Bart has resting linebacker.
If you talk, you picked it because he picked the Broncos.
Ask me why.
Ask
me why I picked the Broncos. Ask me why I picked the Broncos.
I'm out of time. We'll ask that question later. By the way, we have one more first round. Rams-Eagles is a fascinating game. What are the chances the Rams pull the upset? They are a 3.5-point underdog.
50%, but I'm leaning more towards like 51%. And let me tell you why, Greeny. Dory Jackson is really struggling opposite Quinyon Mitchell. He's allowed 8 receptions on 12 targets, and you know that Matthew Stafford is going to wear him out either with Puka Nacua or Devontae Adams, and the moribund passing game of the Eagles will catch up with them this week.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback who has started a game this season of the 33 who has not thrown a touchdown. And just very quickly, before I get to the tush-push piece of this, which is an important part of the story, Harry and I are having a delightful breakfast upstairs this morning. I asked you a very simple question. How good is Puka Nacua?
I think he's one of the most underrated players in the National Football League. The offense in the LA for the Rams is revolved around Puka Nacua. From a motion standpoint, him going in between offensive tackles and tight ends to do blocking. The guy can catch the ball over the middle. He can catch it outside. His catch radius is unbelievable. They give him speed sweeps, as you've seen last week, and he ran for a touchdown. Puka Nacua is one of the most underrated players in the entire NFL.
He's Deebo Samuels with a ponytail. I mean, he's Deebo that can run routes. I'm being serious. His physicality that he brings, right, but also his route running, his playmaking ability.
Smart
and to me, it's second to none.
End of the first game, it's 3rd and 8. They throw to him. That goes down inbounds. Like the smartest cerebral player, too. They love him in LA.
The Rams, they can prove a lot this week. Now, they went there and lost a tough playoff game. We had this stat all week long. The Rams' last 11 games, they're 9-2. Both losses are against the Eagles. But the tush-push is going to be a big part of the story this week.
Yeah, I could tell you that last year before the divisional round, you had a Rams organization